What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. So the DJI Osmo Action 3 was released about 4 months ago, and at the time it was released I've actually done a camera comparison with my GoPro 11. I will actually leave a link to that in the video's description or the top right corner. Now, about a month ago, the Action 3 also got a pretty massive update that improved a bunch of things and also added a bunch of new features. So for example, now we get 4K HDR videos, something that we don't have with the GoPro 11. Just to give you an example, we have OTG support, so you can plug in the camera to an Android device and you can move the files that way, and a bunch of other new things. So we'll cover some of those new things that were added. So I figured it would be a good time to make a new video for this camera, kind of like a review, because I haven't done one back when the camera was released. And maybe that was a good thing because we get all these new features now. So we're gonna split this video into 3 sections, maybe 4. So the first section will have to do with the internal microphone. Now, I am recording with the Action 3 right now, but I do have an external microphone connected to it. So I'm using the DJI microphone connected to the camera basically, so the sound will probably be better than the internal microphone, but we'll see how that is in a bit. The second section will have to do the video stabilization. So now we actually get better video stabilization. I believe it's called Rocksteady Plus. We'll see how that works. The third section will have to do the video quality. So I'm going to show you different resolutions in different settings so you can see how the video quality has improved. And with that being said, let's remove the wireless microphone and let's do a quick test so you can see how the internal microphone in this Action camera picks up the sound. Alright, so this is our first test for the internal microphone. As you can see, I've removed that wireless microphone and we are using the internal microphone inside the Osmo Action 3. I also have the wind noise reduction set to on. Next test, I'm gonna turn that off so you can see how the recording sound if you have that on or off. It is a bit windy today, but not that bad. So let me turn that off and see how the sound gets recorded that way. Alright, so I am in the exact same spot, but I did turn off the wind noise reduction. We also have some dogs barking somewhere around there, so you may hear that as well. As I said, it's not that windy, it's slightly windy, so you may hear that wind in the recording as well. So this is how the internal microphone inside the Osmo Action 3 would capture sound. So that's how the internal microphone on the Osmo Action 3 would pick up sound if you're outdoors basically. Now I'm back with the wireless microphone. Alright, next we're gonna move on and check out a couple of recordings so you can see how that Rocksteady Plus video stabilization works. So let's check those out. Alright, and we are moving on to our first test for video stabilization. For this recording I'm doing 4K at 60 frames per second and I have the level of stabilization set to rock steady. As you can see for yourself, I am currently walking, but we're gonna start running. So let's see how this works. If running, we'll turn around and we'll go towards my bicycle and we'll stop somewhere around here. For our next test, we're gonna switch to Rocksteady Plus and see how that one works compared to Rocksteady. Okay, and we are moving on to our second test. So I'm still recording in 4K at 60 frames per second, but the video stabilization level is set to Rocksteady Plus. And I did notice that it zoomed in a bit, so it cropped a bit from the frame. That's how it's gonna keep the video even steadier. I am walking right now, we're gonna start running. And we'll do the same like in the previous clip, and we'll run towards my bicycle and we'll stop somewhere around here. So this is how the Rocksteady Plus would work when compared to Rocksteady. Okay, we are moving on to our next stabilization test. For this I'm doing 4K at 30 frames per second and using the Rocksteady level of stabilization. I'm gonna ride, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. We'll basically go this way, we'll go back left, we'll go this way, back left again, and right again. And we'll turn around and we'll start from the exact same spot, but you'll use Rocksteady Plus for our next test. Alright, I'm in the exact same spot where I was before. I'm still doing 4K at 30 frames per second, but I have the stabilization level set to Rocksteady Plus. So of course the video is a bit more cropped in. So we'll start doing the exact same thing that I was doing before. So we'll turn right, we'll go back left, right again. I can't do too crazy things because I don't want to fall, but you get the idea. So we'll go this way, left again, and we'll stop somewhere around here. Now, of course, I haven't seen the footage on the computer, so I'm gonna let you guys decide if Rocksteady Plus is an improvement compared to Rocksteady. And another quick example of the Rocksteady Plus stabilization. So I'm currently doing 4K at 60 frames per second. I have the field of view set to ultra wide, and we have some uneven terrain, let's call it that. So I'm just gonna show you how this looks. It is quite bumpy, as you can see for yourself. I'm sure my bicycle is not enjoying this. So yeah, Rocksteady Plus 4K at 60 frames per second. So as you've seen for yourself, the Rocksteady Plus video stabilization does make a difference in some situations. Of course, not in all situations, but if you're doing some crazier things and you don't mind that extra crop, it does make a difference. Next, we're gonna move on and check out some more recordings that I've done at different resolutions and in different settings, so you can see how the video quality is. So let's check those out. And we are moving on to our next recording. For this recording, we are doing 4K at 60 frames per second. We also have the Rocksteady Plus stabilization enabled, and we also have the field of view set to ultra wide. So this is the widest that you can basically go with this action camera. I'm gonna stop here, we'll pan left, so kind of towards the sun and also the castle. So of course a bit more of a challenging situation there because we do have the sun. So this is how recording in 4K at 60 frames per second would look like. Another big change from that update that we got was the HDR video. So now I'm recording in the regular mode. I just want to show you how this looks. So we'll go this way for a bit. I'm turning the camera around. So we have some darker spots around here. So for example here and around here, just so you can see the difference. And next I'm going to try to record the exact same thing but with the HDR mode turned on. Alright, so now I've switched to HDR video. I'm in about the same spot as I was before, and we're gonna do the exact same thing that I've done before. So we'll walk this way. We're gonna turn the camera this way. And then we'll go this way once again, just so you can see the difference between the regular video mode and the HDR video mode that we now have available on the Osmo Action 3. 4K 30 Rocksteady HDR video. After the last update, we also get 10-bit video recordings. So this is for those of you that like color grading. Personally, I'm not into that, and this is just a quick example so you can see how that would look unedited, basically, just straight out of the camera. And I'm recording in 4K at 60 frames per second, and I have the video stabilization set to Rocksteady. So yeah, these are some of the changes that we got for the DJI Osmo Action 3 about 4 months after it was released. So it's definitely nice to see a camera improving with time, because a lot of other cameras don't get any software updates and stuff like that over time. So it's nice to see a camera that gets improvements over time. I also want to mention the camera hasn't turned off for the entire duration of this video, and it is fairly hot out today. Well, not crazy hot, but with a GoPro would overheat after all this time recording. And I'm also using the same battery pack as the one that I started, even though I do have 3 other ones with me. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.